Hello children, how are you? Hope you remember what you learned in social studies and general knowledge last week. Well, today in general knowledge, I will be telling you about something a little frightening. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. I'm sure you've heard of something going on in the country and other countries around us actually. It's on the news and some people are afraid. Can you think about what it is? Did somebody say Ebola? Correct. Now, what is the Ebola virus disease? Well, first, what is a virus? A virus is a tiny creature that makes people sick if it gets into their body. And we said the virus that we have now is the Ebola virus disease. What is the Ebola virus disease? It causes severe illness with bleeding, and up to 90% of people who are infected with this virus will die. There is no vaccine and there is no treatment available yet. And sadly, many people can quickly become infected. Now, how does the Ebola virus disease spread? Sick people who already have the virus can spread this disease to others. People who are in direct contact with these sick people are the ones that have the higher risk. People like their family members and the people at the hospitals who take care of them. Also, dead bodies can also spread this disease. You need to be very, very careful. Don't touch a dead body and do not wash your hands in the same bucket as anybody who has touched a dead body. Now, when a person has been infected with the Ebola virus disease, how will they feel? The person will probably be very, very sick. They could have a fever. The person will be tired. They would have a headache and they would have nausea. And most times, once the virus has come in contact with the body, it takes about 2 to 21 days for the person to begin to show these symptoms. Some other symptoms are vomiting, diarrhea, and cough, and all of these may contain blood. Another important symptom is bleeding, usually from the nose and the mouth. Later on, almost at the end, you can become very, very sick. Unfortunately, like we said, most people die. So death is usually what happens after the person is usually very sick. Now, not to frighten you, as dangerous as Ebola virus disease is, you can prevent yourself from actually becoming infected. What do you do not to become infected with the virus? Number 1, be careful not to touch or come in contact with somebody who is sick, especially sick with the virus, or somebody who died of the Ebola virus disease. Okay? Also, do not touch their body fluids. Don't touch their blood, don't touch their diarrhea or feces, don't touch their vomit, don't touch their saliva. Be careful not to touch their sweat either. And don't touch their urine. Also, be very careful at burials. An important way to prevent becoming infected with the Ebola virus disease is to wash your hands very often with soap and water. Do what? Wash your hands very often with soap and water. If you didn't used to wash your hands before, now you have to wash your hands very very often throughout the day. Another thing you can do is to make sure you have hand sanitizers. The Ebola virus disease originally came from a bat called the fruit bat. And because other animals have come in contact with the fruit bat, they can also be infectious, which is why you must now try not to eat bush meat. Okay? Do not eat bush meat. If you find that you are very sick or you are a bit sick, this is what you must do. If you find you have a fever or you're tired, you have a headache, you have nausea, you find yourself vomiting or stooling or coughing and even bleeding from your nose or mouth, you must call the medical center. Listen to the advice. Call the medical center or tell mommy and daddy that you are feeling this way so they can take you to the hospital. You need to be careful not to touch other people so that they do not become infected. So children, do not be afraid. It is a dangerous virus, but it is very preventable. Okay? We only need to make sure we keep our surroundings and ourselves clean. Wash your hands regularly with soap and water. Alright children, till it's time for your next class. Bye bye.